It's hard to believe that when the school was first built in 1936, this road was only a long path of dust.
Since then, many things have changed. For those of you who are wondering where this is taking place, we'll tell you. Century, Florida is about 40 miles north of Pensacola.
And now, the faces behind the voices here at Century High School.
Got your paper. This is my co-host, Tim Jones. Tim is president of the band and the best senior drummer we've got.
I'm the only senior drummer.
I know.
This is my co-host, Renee Moore. Renee is one awesome Spanish-speaking volleyball player. I mean to tell you that your volleyball is awesome, not your Spanish.
Thanks, Tim.
This year marks the 50th anniversary of Century High School.
As we look around, we see a lot of changes since 1936.
In 1949, the stadium was first built. Since then, Century High School sports has hit an all-time high.
That's it. Now let's go visit some of the senior sports figures.
I'm here with the senior football players here at Century High School. We're now watching them what they do best, play around. I now want to speak with one of the outstanding football players at CHS. Yo, Rob! What's up, man? This young man is Robert Barrow, a fine receiver for the mighty Blackcats, accredited as being McMahon Jr. Robert, Coach Caldwell has been known to be a very disciplinary coach. How has this helped you here at Century High?
Well, Coach Carl has taught me to be a better individual. He has not only taught me discipline, he has helped me understand discipline like it's flat in my daily life. There's one thing that stands out about Coach Carl. Winning or losing doesn't matter. He stresses discipline, discipline, and discipline. And that's one thing in life you'll always need. Later on in life, I may not remember winning or losing here at CHS, but I always remember the discipline he taught me.
Thank you, Rob. Good man. Thank you. The fans here at CHS give the football team a lot of support, and without the cheerleaders, the football team, or the fans, no sake of winning. I'd like to go to Renee Moore now to talk to some of the Century High School senior cheerleaders.
We're here with the three of the four Century High School cheerleading squad. Seniors. Teresa. This is Teresa Johnson. Teresa, what is the main characteristic of the Century High School cheerleading squad?
Chief characteristic of a successful cheerleading squad are the closeness we share, the commitment to get the job done that has to be done, and the spirit that backs our team.
Well, you really have spirit, I can tell you that. Now we're going to go with one of the senior track members.
This young athlete is Kelly Dortch. Kelly Dortch is a fantastic long-distance runner here at Century High School on our small track team. Kelly, let me ask you, how will our new facilities being built here at Century help you and the future track team?
Tim, I think it'll help a lot because students wish to run track will have better practice places instead of running on the road. For example, last year, one of our track members was attacked by dogs. Well, hopefully this year I look forward to running track and hopefully have a successful season.
Okay, thank you, Kelly.
Softball is a popular sport here at Central High School, and here is a popular softball player right here.
Hi.
Hi. Angel, what do you think about the sports facilities here at Central High?
I think we have an excellent sports program at Century High. Even though we don't have as many facilities as bigger schools, we get by with our positive attitudes. What we lack in facilities, we make up for with talent.
That's great. Now we're going to talk to one of the baseball players. Tim? Your turn.
Great similarity exists between baseball and softball. In fact, the only difference is size. I'd like to talk to you now with a very popular and well-known sports figure, Anthony Pleasant. Anthony. Come here. This man to my right is Anthony Pleasant, known as a year-round athlete. Anthony, since you play sports year-round, let me ask you, how has Century High School sports affected your career and future?
That's given me an opportunity to go to college at Tennessee State University to further my education for the athletes and successful in life.
Okay, thank you, Anthony.
Sports that call for a lot of running and all. But there's one sport that calls for skill and superb timing. That sport is volleyball. In playing volleyball, you've got to make quick decisions and move quickly. But most importantly, it takes teamwork. The gym is where volleyball takes place. Let's mosey on over there to the gym and see the senior volleyball players. Here we are with the senior volleyball players. This young lady is Michelle Scott, and she is very awesome. Michelle? How has the Century High School sports affected you as a person?
It's given me a sense of responsibility and it's helped me to learn to work with other people. It's taught me how to accept criticism and make use of it also. I've also learned that by working together as a team, many things can be achieved. I know that I can depend on my teammates for support, and in return they know they can depend on me. Through these things, I've developed a clear understanding of what team sports are all about.
Thank you, Michelle, and good luck in your future.
Thank you.
Another sport that takes place in the gym is basketball. Century has had very good teams in the past, both boys and girls. Yetta Ellis is one outstanding basketball player. Yetta? How has discipline helped you in playing basketball?
Well, it has helped me to play more and get to know people on the team. And also, I think that if a team, wouldn't be able to get along, good on team wouldn't amount to anything. Also, discipline has taught me how to listen more to the coaches, and if I didn't, I wouldn't be able to improve my playing skills. Also, the discipline that I've learned here at Central High School will help me a lot when I attend college. And with the discipline that I've learned, I can go a long way.
Yeah. Now we're going to talk to Tim. Tim?
Another fine varsity athlete is Vince Dorch. Vince. This man is Vince Dorch, the man that shoots basketball on his back better than most people do on their feet. Vince, since playing basketball here at Central High School, teams over the last 3 years have been very successful. What has contributed to their success?
Success is really due to good coaching with discipline. In the past, our school has set great records. For instance, last year, the school went from 25 to 3 losses. Central have good talent at the school.
Thank you, Vince. Century has a lot of talent. How about showing us some talent? Century High School sports is covered very well by the journalism staff and the yearbook staff. Renee and I are now going to talk to some of the senior staff members. Our yearbook.
This is the design book, which is where we get the layouts to draw up each page of the yearbook.
There are several steps to the production of the yearbook and newspaper. First, we draw the basic designs on these layout copy sheets. Then when our advisor approves of them, we transfer them to the quad packs and then send them into our publisher.
This is journalism. This journalism staff is very hard working. Here we have Bert Wiggins and Amanda Kelly. Bert, How do you feel being a journalism student has helped you in your future plans?
Being a journalism student has given me a greater concept of the English language and how to use it correctly. By working on the yearbook staff, I have learned that in order to achieve success, teamwork must be mastered.
And Amanda, how do you feel about journalism?
Well, being a journalism student has helped me a lot. It's taught me to be more responsible, and it's taught me that a lot of people are depending on me to get my job done so that the yearbook will be out on time.
That's right. Okay, thank you.
Work. We have up here scratch board work with the colors. What's done here is you have a black background. You ink over some crayon. And then you take a sharp pointed object and you scratch your picture or design into that object or into that scratch board. We also have weaving construction paper, which was a very interesting project for the students. We have calligraphy, Old English typewriting, acrylic paintings, pencil drawings, and ink drawings.
We just talked with the journalism students. Journalism is an art within itself. Here now we're going to talk with some senior art students who enjoy the art of art. These are two of the finest senior artists here at Century High School. This is Billy Callan and Tracy Gannon. Billy, will your artistic abilities in art help you in any way in the future? If so, how will they help you?
Yes, I believe that my instructor has really helped me develop my artistic abilities. In the future, I may become a commercial artist or something along those lines, and I believe that artistic ability is something I definitely need to have in order to pursue that career.
Which project did you enjoy doing most?
Well, we've done so many projects, it's hard to say which one I enjoyed the most, but one that stands out in my mind is an ink wash drawing of Sade. It turned out looking a lot like her album cover, and it's a good feeling when you can look at something and know that you did it. Another work of art that I did was of an abstract dancing figure in a long hallway. I like it because I'm the only person who really knows what it means. And that's what I like about art. It enables you to express yourself any way you choose.
Thank you, Billy. And Tracy, how has the art program here at Century High School enabled you to express your artistic ability?
Well, when you take my latest painting program, I call it surfer. I try to make it look like you're just a guy trying to get some space. And I also try to make it look like it for me, trying to have some fun in a weird world of my own. And we can also take this, is a latest sculpture right now. It's, I call it control. Since there's so much controversy going on about world control, I figured that would be something on that.
Okay, thank you a lot, Tracy. This is the Industrial Art Building directed by Mr. Sweeney. Mr. Sweeney does a good job in helping the students here with all their projects. Okay, we've got our first project here. This is by a good student named Tony Nolan. This project here is by Mr. Tony Nolan. Tony, how has the Industrial Arts Welding program here at Century High School affected your career choice?
Well, I've taken shop and welding for 4 of my years at Century High School. By taking these courses, I've decided to go into welding as a profession when I graduate. Welding has many benefits, it pays well, and there's many exciting opportunities, and it teaches great responsibility. I think my decision on becoming a welder has been based on the involvement I've had in the industrial program at CHS.
Thank you, Tony. Fine project. Going now to one of the female participants in the industrial art program is Darlene Peacock. Darlene, with you being a girl, has the industrial arts here at Century High School helped you in basic industrial skills, or do you still not know how to drive a nail?
Yes, industrial arts has helped me a lot here at CHS. I've learned many skills and have accomplished many things that I never thought I could have accomplished on my own. And here are just a few examples of some of my projects. Here I have a bud vase, which I made out of plastic, and a candlestick holder I made out of wood. And I also made this chop block out of wood. So you see, I have accomplished a few things this year.
Thank you, Darlene. Going down with a fine young man named John Hunter. John, since taking shop at Central High School, you've always been known as an industrial man. Do you feel that this trade is an advantage for your future career?
Yeah, I feel that, it will help me. In my 4 years at CHS and taking shop, I've learned the safety of power tools, how to keep others safe around when working with me. And also, under the supervision of Mr. Sweeney, I have shop has brought out the talent for me for making woodworking, such as this clock here, which I made last year, I'm still working fine. And I'm at the present working on the cedar chest, which I'm nearly completion, and I should be finished with the shoot a few short weeks.
Thank you, John. We now need to go to Renee Moore in the band room to see some talent in the senior class.
It was, I'm sorry, wait a minute. Look at my work, addition to CHS, that came about in 1979. So it's fairly new itself. This is April Dunstan. April, how do you feel that your music studying has helped you?
Well, it's helped me to not be ashamed to sing out in public. And at Christmas, we performed the Scrooge Play musical. And yesterday, we performed a spring concert.
Okay, thank you, April. The chorus members and the band members share the facilities here. Now we're going to talk to some of the band members.
This is an outstanding man spirit here, and Carl got it. Carl, being as a member of the band, I can vouch for your answer. Let me ask you, do you think that the band is supported by the community and the school enough here at Central High School?
Well, I think we get a pretty good bit of support from the community. And our support from schools is growing. But right now, our band is having its ups and downs. And I do look forward to seeing a good band here in the future.
Okay, thank you, Carl. the pride of Century, the academic scholars. These are our top 10 seniors here at Century High School. Let me introduce them to you. Vince Dorsch, Mary Alice Perry, Elizabeth Scott, Robert Barrow, Michael Lavamonian, Alexander Kelly, Deborah Walston, and Marcus Holland.
And don't forget Tim Jones.
Thank you. Deborah and Marcus are our valedictorian and salutatorian. Renee, would you like to ask Deborah a question?
Deborah, you've been known that you were homecoming queen, Miss Century in 1986, 3 years on the cheerleading squad, president of the Spanish club, secretary of the Beta club, and the senior class. You've done a lot. And I think you've earned every grade you've got. How has being salutatorian helped you to prepare for your future?
Well, being salutatorian has encouraged me to work harder and set high goals for myself. I've also decided to take on a more challenging career.
Tim?
Okay, a highly intellectual person is Marcus Holland. Good friend of mine. Marcus, who has had the most influence on your academic achievements and in becoming valedictorian?
My parents have had the most influence on my academic achievements. They've always encouraged me to make good grades and explained the importance of them ever since I was in elementary school. They've always supported me in playing sports, but always reminded me that grades must come first. They always said that good grades and hard work would pay off, and now that I'm valedictorian, I see what they were talking about.
Okay, thank you, Marcus. These are Century's academic scholars.